Coronation Street teases surprise danger for Abi and Carl in early ITVX preview. Coronation Street has hinted at a fresh complication for Abi and Carl Webster's secret fling, as a surprising character starts to grow suspicious. Abi's hidden relationship with her brother-in-law Carl is going strong, and this week they spent the day together after Abi told Kevin she was suffering from a headache. Elsewhere, Hope snapped a rather compromising picture of Tyrone and blackmailed him into letting her attend a concert, but Abi was shocked to notice she and Carl lurking in the background of the cheeky shot. In today's episode, Kevin was eager to get a look at Tyrone's amusing photo, prompting Abi to beg Hope to delete it, yet Hope still planned to share it online. Determined to keep Hope away from home for as long as possible, Abi kept her occupied, while Carl slipped inside to retrieve the phone from the biscuit tin where Tyrone had hidden it. However, chaos soon erupted on the cobbles when Steve misplaced Dorin while babysitting, fearing the toddler had climbed into an old fridge being removed by the council. Carl went round the back of number 9 and quickly discovered Dorin hiding in the outhouse. Steve spotted Carl, but Carl played the part of a concerned neighbour and volunteered to stay at the house while others searched elsewhere. Left alone, Carl located the phone and dropped it into a sink full of water. Hope walked in and was horrified, but Carl claimed he'd found the phone already submerged. Later, as Tyrone and Fizz grew increasingly frantic, Carl appeared from the house with Dorin in tow, pretending he'd just found the child outside. The family was relieved to have Dorin safe again, but Hope was annoyed her phone was ruined, meaning she couldn't attend the gig. Abi and Carl thought they had covered their tracks, but privately, Hope told her dad she didn't trust Carl and suspected he had deliberately wrecked her phone. Coronation Street's Debbie faces frightening new twist as sudden collapse shocks loved ones. Debbie Webster's storyline in Coronation Street is about to take a tense and emotional turn when she unexpectedly collapses in the middle of her early-onset dementia battle. Known for her fiery personality and refusal to slow down, Debbie has been struggling beneath the surface, determined to convince everyone around her that she can continue life exactly as before. In episodes set to air next week, tensions rise between Debbie and Ronnie Bailey. Ronnie becomes increasingly alarmed at how hard she is working, fearing that she is placing her health in jeopardy. Despite Debbie's insistence that she's fine, Ronnie secretly calls Ryan Connor, who is enjoying a rare day off, and asks him to check in and offer some extra help. This interference only frustrates Debbie further, as she feels her independence is being undermined. Elsewhere, Abi Webster sees an opportunity to enjoy some time alone while Kevin is away. She contacts Carl, who has told everyone he is in Wales, and invites him to spend the night at her house. Later that day, with Abi briefly stepping out to visit the shop, Debbie lets herself into Abi's home with the intention of doing some cleaning. However, partway through her chores, she starts to feel lightheaded, her vision blurring and her balance faltering, before suddenly collapsing to the floor. Hearing the commotion, Carl rushes downstairs and finds Debbie unconscious. He kneels beside her, trying to rouse her, his expression a mix of panic and guilt. Moments later, Abi returns and is stunned to see Carl tending to her motionless sister-in-law. Without hesitation, Abi calls an ambulance and immediately phones Ronnie to tell him what's happened. While Abi's attention is elsewhere, Carl slips quietly upstairs, not wanting anyone to question why he is there. At the hospital, Carl reappears in the waiting area, playing the part of the concerned brother-in-law. Debbie reassures both Carl and Ronnie that the doctor has given her a clean bill of health for now, though she is advised to take things easier. In an emotional moment, she thanks Carl for cutting short his supposed trip to Wales to be with her, not realizing that Carl's entire story is a fabrication. Inside, Carl battles with the guilt of lying to his sister while keeping secrets of his own. For Debbie, who prides herself on being fiercely self-reliant, relying on others does not come easily. Yet this frightening experience could be the catalyst that forces her to reconsider. As one insider explained, Debbie has always been the type to keep her struggles to herself rather than admit she's vulnerable. She doesn't like people interfering in her life, which is why Ronnie's quiet intervention annoyed her so much. But this collapse may serve as a wake-up call, and the real question is whether she will finally allow her loved ones to step in before it's too late. Coronation Street viewers share same reaction to Asha Alahan's emotional and hard-hitting special episode. Coronation Street fans have been full of praise for the ITV soap, following the reveal of an upcoming storyline spotlighting the intense challenges of life as a paramedic. Actress Tanisha Corrie, who first stepped onto the cobbles in December 2009 as Dev and Sunita Alahan's daughter, has grown up in front of the audience's eyes. Alongside her on-screen twin brother Aadi, she has faced a series of powerful and sometimes controversial plots over the years. From navigating a sexting scandal to dealing with complicated family drama, Tanisha has already proved her range as an actor. But later this month, she will take center stage in a 1-hour episode dedicated entirely to her character, airing on Monday, 25th of August. Asha's road as a trainee paramedic has been anything but smooth. She has been thrown into the heart of tragedy, including being on duty during the deaths of both Craig Tinker and Mason Radcliffe. One particularly tense moment saw her confronting Hope Stape after Hope's delay in calling for help may have cost Mason his life. Producers have now confirmed that the special episode will delve deeply into the weight of responsibility Asha carries in her role, showing the unseen strain behind her calm and professional facade. The second half of the episode will unfold entirely through Asha's eyes, taking viewers back through the events of a shattering day that drives her to her emotional limits. The shift will include a patient death, the injury of an elderly neighbor, and an appalling racist assault. These traumatic moments build to an overwhelming climax in which Asha suffers a debilitating panic attack in the rover's backyard, gasping for breath as the pressure crashes down on her. Speaking about the storyline, Tanisha revealed, "I've always found the work of paramedics fascinating. It's something I might have considered myself if I wasn't in Coronation Street. I'm passionate about portraying it accurately, and I wanted to honor the profession with this story." She continued, "It's a privilege to be trusted with such a meaningful plot. Walking in the shoes of a trainee paramedic and exploring both the rewards and the emotional toll has been incredibly moving. This is a job that demands so much strength, and I hope we've shown the reality. If it connects with even one person, starts an important conversation, or helps someone feel understood, then we've achieved something important." Following the announcement, fans flooded social media with praise for both the soap and Tanisha, many saying it's long overdue for the actress to be given such a major character-led episode. Coronation Street airs on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays at 8 p.m. on ITV1 and streams on ITVX.